Yeah, I would just say, first of all, just the kind of nuance of it. Not everyone was rioting or engaging in violence, but some were, and I think that's been pretty clearly established from lots of the video footage that's been released. But just kind of looking at it, as a moral event, I suppose, which is kind of how people tend to discuss it. On the one hand, the sort of sacralizing of the Capitol, it was this holy place whose sanctity had been violated. I found to be, super gross and idolatrous that you saw on the left. On the other hand, the rioters were the real, cuck conservatives, rule me, daddy. We don't want Biden. We want Trump. But at the end of the day, I think both sides were trying to participate in an illegitimate process for deciding who gets to rule me, or me and you and everybody, right? So, the establishment's process was more orderly and it seemed more legitimate because it had history on its side, but both represent force and violence. So, would I rather, elites rule me than, Cousin Buford who thinks the lizard people are trying to make the frogs gay? Maybe not. I don't know. But I think it's important to step back and take a bird's eye view of what happened, which is both sides want to rule you into hell with both of them. So, I'm not, what the rioters were doing was gross. Not even the rioters, just the Trumpers in general, I thought was gross. But I'm not going to legitimate the process that they were against. Not because I thought necessarily there was some funny thing happening with the votes, but just because regardless of whether the votes are legitimate or not, it's an illegitimate process.
Right.